Welcome everybody, I am the YouTuber here and we're again set for another live video. It's been a while since I have done a live video on my channel. Last live video, my phone, look at my YouTube on the phone. When the last time I did a live video, or a video period, on my channel before today, it was the third in NCAA Football 14-32 team selection. We are going to be putting that on hold for a while. That series is going to be put on hold for a while we do a couple of things. All right. For the remainder of March, which is after today, the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, will be talking about not talking about, but doing well, I forgot what I was going to say. Will be spring games. NCAA Football 14 spring games. So the tournament will resume in the fall. Or summertime. Summertime, it will return in summer. So, but this is not that video. As you can tell by the title, this is the MLB The Show 22 MLB Game of the Week release schedule. I had to just get that announcement out of the way before we get into the schedule release, so that you are aware of what's going up on this channel and what is going to transpire. So, April 5th is when MLB The Show 22 releases, so not that far off from that release. So you basically have 3 weeks until that, 3 Tuesdays until that date. 15th, 22nd, 29th are the Tuesdays in between then. There's also when the Oakland State Dodgers in the minor league baseball get their season started with. So how is it going to work? This is not just the MLB Game of the Week release schedule. This is anything that has to do with MLB The Show 22 will be on this as well. So, I will be following the Los Angeles Dodgers franchise mode, which means the whole Dodgers organization from top to bottom, meaning the Major League, AAA, and AA baseball for the Dodgers organization, which includes the Oakland State Dodgers and the Tulsa Drillers, and then, of course, the Los Angeles Dodgers. If you haven't heard already, the MLB has struck a deal and the lockout is over in terms of that, so they will be getting started hopefully before too long with playing spring training games and then getting the season started probably sometime in April. April 8th, probably when they will get started. That is when the AA starts their ball as well. So we will have every Oklahoma City Dodgers, every Tulsa Drillers game, and every Los Angeles Dodgers game. We will start our MLB April 5th. So, as well as minor league as well. So, here's how it's going to work. We will play all of those Oklahoma State Dodger, Tulsa Drillers games, as well as the Los Angeles Dodgers right here, live on this channel. And, then we will have a MLB The Show Game of the Week, plus we will have 20 featured minor league games outside. These are games outside of Oakland State Dodgers. And of course, Oakland State Dodgers and the Tulsa Drillers would be one of the two of those featured games, also known as the new thing that is coming in. We've had the MLB show, Game of the Week, MLB Game of the Week. Since since 2020 actually, since 2020 and 2021, or do we have? We've had at least the last 1 or 2 years, our second or third, either the second or third year of this Game of the Week. Last year I based it off of the regular season. Now this is just going to be totally, if I get real life matchups, it's by pure coincidence, because I haven't seen, nor do we think we have a schedule out for MLB yet. Since now a deal has been made, they have to realign the schedule, so we don't have a updated schedule just quite yet for those games that had been scheduled but are needing to be rescheduled. So there are 10 AAA showcase games and 10 AA showcase games, as well as the MLB Game of the Week that will begin on April 5th. So here's the dates for the MLB show MLB Game of the Week for my channel. Well, our first one is April 5th. Then you go April 12th, 19th, and 26th for the month of April. Then in May, you got May 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, 31st. Then you got the June 17th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. Then you have July 4th instead of 5th. And then you have the 4th and 5th. So you have the whole entire weekend of 4th of July weekend with special games there. And then the 12th, 19th, and 26th are the Ranger Games of the Week dates in July. And then you have August. You have the 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And then we will end September 27th is the last. Sorry, 20th. Sorry, nope, 6th. September 6th, maybe. Well, let's point out that our schedule will end before September. We will announce if we're going to do any of the show games of the week in September or not. We will know where the season is in real life by then, and if we need to do that in September. The dates in September, the Tuesdays, it'll be on Tuesday if it was in September, which would be the 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th are the dates in September, but we don't know for sure on that if those dates will have the show game of the week. Now going back to the showcase games. Going back to the showcase games. We will announce those right now, and then I will announce the games of the week. Let's do the games of the week, then we'll do the showcase games. The games of the week for the calendar for the 5th. It will be the Texas Rangers and the Seattle Mariners. That'll be the 5th. The 12th will be the White Sox and the Cubs. There'll be a Chicago battle. 19th, Cubs and Cardinals. 26th, it will be the Pirates and the Nationals. That's it for April, because that takes us to the 26th. It's the last Tuesday in the month of April. May, it'll be alternating AL and NL. Next game will be the AL, since we had last time we had AL. So this one is an NL start to the month of May. On the 3rd, it'll be the Nationals and the Phillies. The 10th, the Yankees and the Red Sox. The 17th, the Rangers and the Angels. And then the last one will be nationally. Next two will be nationally, since I did it the AL games in a row. So 2 AL games in a row. The Dodgers and the Cardinals and the Cubs and the Pirates again. So that's May. Let's go into June, which is June 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th of the dates there for those MLB The Show games of the week. All as follows: Cubs and Dodgers, Cardinals and Reds, Rangers and Yankees, Royals and Braves are the ones for June. July, you have your 4th of July weekend, so it'll be one series for the first one, and then the second, 3rd, and 4th and final week of July, it'll be Rangers and Royals, Yankees and Cardinals, Dodgers and Cubs, and either Pirates and the Marlins, or the Rays and the Astros. Again, all these games that I've announced previous are subject to change, meaning the matchup is subject to change. These are not set in stone. These are just a preliminary release schedule. Where was I? I think either 19th or 26th. So I'm gonna give 2, and if I give one more, then just note that this is all subject to change. So it'll be the Pirates and the Brewers, and the Cardinals and the Twins. And then finally, for the if there's a Tuesday that has not had a game of the week for July, then it'll be the Angels and the Royals. The series that's going to be from beginning to end will be the Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers. Like I said before, we'll say Dodgers, Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Tulsa Drillers every game of the franchise mode there at the end of the show. So that's how you we're going to go with that. So, in April 5th is when the game releases. August will be to be determined. I have not gone that far out yet. Again, any of these games I have mentioned as the game of the week, are going to be not set in stone. That they are subject to change. Just depends upon whether I will let you know when I have the final schedule. The final schedule will be released probably sometime on Monday, the April 4th, before the MLB The Show 22 comes out. Probably sometime in the afternoon of April 4th. I will write down the games for each month and give them to you. Plus the 10 showcase games are now in. These showcase games are at a final set in stone for AAA and AA. It's the MLB game of the week that could be subject to change. I will have the final release of the MLB The Show 22 games, MLB games of the week, final release scheduled on April 4th during the day, sometime during the day, we don't know when, but sometime then. So here are the games of the week for the AAA games of the week, and or games of the week for the AAA and AA, or the showcase games for AAA and AA. 10 for those AA showcase games, plus in all of Oklahoma City and Tulsa Drillers games as well. So, because we are following the entire Dodgers organization from the Los Angeles Dodgers down to the Tulsa Drillers. So, the showcase games for the showcase game for April 5th, and I'll give you the dates for the showcase games for, and they're going to be once a week. So the first one is between St. Paul and Louisville. That's April 5th, along with Oklahoma City and Albuquerque. Alright, now the second one will be April 12th. Besides whatever Oklahoma City game is on that date, which is Oklahoma City and El Paso series. The other game, the showcase game, will be between Sacramento and Reno on April 12th. April 19th is the next one. besides Oklahoma City and Sacramento, it'll be Las Vegas and El Paso. It'll be in Las Vegas. Their designated stadium for MLB The Show 22. Alright, so that's the 19th, I think. 19th. The 20th, or 26th, excuse me, is the next one. Oklahoma State Dodgers and Sugarland Space Cowboys are the only game that is going to be the game of the week for the Minor League Baseball Showcase. That's for the 26th. Now for May, this is just for AAA. We'll get into AA. This is for the 3rd. It'll be the feature game will be Round Rock in Reno, and the other one will be Albuquerque, Oklahoma City. The 10th, Tacoma in Reno is your featured or showcase game, and then your Oklahoma City game for that date is Oklahoma City and Round Rock. Again, I'm not playing just those Oklahoma City games on those showcase game dates. It's just that's including. I will announce the Oklahoma City schedule and tell you that we fall on the real life schedule to the T because they start on, like I said, on April 5th when they comes out, so we'll be able to do that particular game on April 5th. So, it's May 10th, excuse me, and then May 17th will be the feature game Syracuse and Buffalo. The Oklahoma City game for then will be Oklahoma City and El Paso. Then May 24th, Indianapolis and St. Paul, or Iowa and Memphis. We have not decided that one. That's the only one where it could go either way. So I will either choose St. Paul and Indianapolis and St. Paul, or Iowa and Memphis. And then you'll see the Oklahoma City game against Reno. That is May 24th, and then May 31st, the final one in May, will be Jacksonville and Norfolk, and then Oklahoma City and Round Rock are the games for that date. 2 games, we have to do the showcase game plus the featured organizational franchise mode teams. Now, on to June, which is June 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th, will be Iowa and Toledo and Oklahoma City and Sugarland. The non-Oklahoma City one is the showcase game. The showcase game for the June 14th will be Columbus or St. Paul and Columbus, and then Oklahoma City's game will be Oklahoma City and Reno that day. Then the 21st, Memphis and Indianapolis, Oklahoma City and Round Rock. And then the final June game, Gwinnett and Norfolk, and Oklahoma City and El Paso. Now July 5th, it'll be a whole weekend series for both those teams. The Oklahoma City's one is against Las Vegas, and I think that's it as far as July 5th. July 4th, instead of July 5th, it will be Nashville and Columbus. So they have, I'm going to minimize this so I can open up the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Not minimize this, but move this over so I can do the Oklahoma City Dodgers, whole schedule so you can hear that. Did I do, oh, I didn't do the rest of, so July 5th is just Oklahoma City, and July 12th, Syracuse and Jacksonville, and then the Oklahoma City game will be Oklahoma City and Tacoma. The other game. July 19th will be. There's no game set up. I think that's the All-Star break. So we'll have the All-Star game for that. We'll have All-Star. We have MLB All-Star and AAA All-Star for both AA. Or for we'll have also the AAA All-Star. Whatever All-Star games there are, and showcase games or whatever games in All-Star break in home run derby as well. So we'll have all that for you on July and during the All-Star break. As it happens in the franchise mode. So then July 26th is the next showcase game. Round Rock in Sacramento and Sugar Land, Oklahoma City are those games. And then there is one more. Oops, that's July. Oops. Now, into August, you have the 2nd, 9th, 26th, 3rd, 23rd, and 30th. Syracuse, Lehigh Valley, and Oklahoma City, and Salt Lake. The 9th. Jacksonville and Omaha and Toledo, and Oklahoma City and Round Rock. The 16th, Albuquerque and Tacoma, and Oklahoma City and Sugar Land. The 23rd, Louisville and Toledo, and Oklahoma City and El Paso. August 30th, Iowa and Columbus, and Oklahoma City and Round Rock. That's August. And in September, 26th, St. Paul and Toledo, and Oklahoma City and Tacoma. Then September 13th, Lehigh Valley and Rochester, and Oklahoma City and Albuquerque. And then the 20th, Nashville and Louisville, and Oklahoma City and El Paso. Then the 27th, Lehigh Valley and Syracuse, and Oklahoma City and Salt Lake. Alright, that is for AAA. For AA, those don't start, the AA season doesn't start until the 8th of April. So, those games will be starting from the 8th, and then whatever, that'll be on a Friday, so all the AA showcase games will be on a Friday. We may do the Major League on Monday, so we are not doing 3 games on Tuesday. So, and so that would have Wednesday, on Wednesday. So, since we don't have any minor league on Wednesdays for Oklahoma State, I don't think. Since they have a 6-game series, they need to have an off day there somewhere, so I think that's a Wednesday. I'll double check that though for sure. So the dates for then are April 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. That's for April, so we'll go into 8th. And then we'll talk about what for the rest of the year. So the first one, and the featured one, the showcase one, is Richmond and Bowie, and Tulsa and Wichita. The rivalry. New rivalry. The 15th, Erie and Somerset, and Tulsa and Amarillo. The 22nd, Binghamton and Portland, and Tulsa and Springfield. 29th, Hartford and Harrisburg. Altoona, Akron, and Tulsa, and Corpus Christi. Now moving on to May 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th is the ones for May. May 6th is Akron and Richmond. And then, of course, you got Tulsa taking on Wichita. And then Binghamton, New Hampshire taking on, and then it'll be Tulsa and Frisco. And then the 20th, Harrisburg and Portland, and Tulsa and Amarillo. The 27th, Somerset and Portland. Hartford and Richmond, and Tulsa and Springfield. That's May. June 3rd is the first one, which will be Richmond and Akron, Tulsa, San Antonio. 10th, Hartford and Portland, and Tulsa, and Northwest Arkansas. The 17th, Akron and Hartford, and Tulsa and Wichita. Hartford and Somerset, and Tulsa and Midland. That was for June. For July, it'll be the first. July 1st, the first one will be Rocket City in Tennessee, and Tulsa and Arkansas. July 8th is the next one. Reading and Richmond, and Northwest Arkansas, in Northwest Arkansas. Alright, 15th. Biloxi in Tennessee, and Tulsa and Springfield. And then Altoona and Harrisburg. Correction. Tennessee and Chattanooga, and Tulsa and Wichita. The 29th will be Birmingham and Portland and Hartford, and Tulsa and Arkansas. That's for July. That's all July. August 5th, Erie and Portland. No, sorry. Yeah. We're going to give you 3 games on men. Erie and Portland, Rocket City, Tennessee, Rocket City, and Tulsa, Northwest Arkansas. Then the 12th, back to 2 games. Richmond and Portland, and Tulsa and Midland. The 19th, Binghamton and Richmond, and Tulsa and Wichita. The 26th, the final one for August, Hartford and Portland, and Tulsa and Arkansas. Now September, Wichita and Springfield, Biloxi and Rocket City, and Tulsa in Northwest Arkansas. Binghamton and Portland, Pensacola, Tennessee, Rocket City, Montgomery, San Antonio, Springfield, and Tulsa, Frisco. You'll have a lot of games that day. The reason why is because we're running down in the end of the season. We're just trying to cram as many games in as possible so we have more minor league games this year. Oops, the 16th, excuse me, the next one. Erie and Richmond, Hartford, Erie and Richmond, Hartford, Binghamton, Tennessee, Chattanooga, and Tulsa, Springfield. That ends the season there. We will have the entire postseason for AA and AAA and Major League in the franchise mode for the Dodgers organization. So now we release the Dodgers games for those dates of the showcase games plus the showcase game itself. We will do the Drillers game or season. We will follow all the Los Angeles Dodgers season, plus we will follow all of the Tulsa Drillers and the Oklahoma State Dodgers. So we will follow the Los Angeles Dodgers organization games for every game. We do not have the schedule right now for Los Angeles. We will get that to you on April 5th. But we do have the minor league ones, the Tulsa Drillers and the Oklahoma City Dodgers. Let's start off with Oklahoma City, since that is the first team to get going in the Dodgers organization, because the AAA starts before AA. You have Albuquerque for April 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, with Monday an off day. So Mondays we will have the MLB Game of the Week on Mondays. And then Fridays will be the showcase for AAA plus the AA or AAA. Well, they have the showcase on AAA on Tuesdays, and the showcase for the AA on Friday for AA, plus a AAA game, meaning Oklahoma City, on Friday because of that series. Then after the Albuquerque series, they'll take on El Paso for 6 games. That is the 12th through the 17th, Monday being off, and then Sacramento the 19th through the 24th. That will be the 2 road series. We're back at home for Sugarland, the 26th through first of May. Then Albuquerque the 3rd through the 8th of May. Round Rock from May 10th to May 15th. El Paso from May 17th through May 19th. That's only one of the 3-game series. There's another one in the 3-game series. We'll talk about that. Sugarland is that other 3-game series. There's other 3-game series as well, but we will get to that in a minute. That's the 20th through the 22nd. And then Reno, 24th through the 29th, and then Round Rock, May 31st through June 5th. Then another 3-game series, Sugarland again, this time a home series for the Dodgers. Then Salt Lake, 3-game series there. and then a 6-game series against Reno, and then a 6-game series against Round Rock, and then El Paso for 6 games, and then Las Vegas. So Oklahoma City will take on El Paso for July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, from continuing that series at from the end of June. And then actually July 4th against Las Vegas, July 5th against Las Vegas, July 6th against Las Vegas, July 7th against Las Vegas, July 8th against Las Vegas, and July 9th against Las Vegas. And they'll take on Tacoma the 12th, July 12th through the 17th, and then they will have we'll talk about the days off in a minute. Then you have All-Star break. You have Sacramento the 22nd to the 24th, and Sugar Land the 26th through the 31st. So we've had some 3-game series in there, mixed in there, so. And then Sugar Land, like I said, Sugar Land to the 26th to the 31st. So like August 2nd through August 7th, Round Rock August 9th through August 14th, Sugar Land August 16th through the 21st, El Paso 23rd through the 28th, Round Rock August 30th through September 4th, and then Tacoma September 4th or 6th through the 11th, and then that's Tacoma Albuquerque 13th through the 18th, El Paso 20th through the 25th, and then 26th, 27th, and 28th will be Salt Lake, and that ends the season. Days off are April 11th, April 18th, April 25th, May 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, 30th, June 6th, 13th, 20th, 27th, July 10th, 11th, 18th through the 21st, 25th in July, August 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, and September 5th, 12th, and 19th. Only 3 off days in September. So, again, I will go over the schedule as it happens. I'm following the exact Oklahoma City Dodgers real life schedule, Dodgers Drillers real life schedule, and the original also the Multi Dodgers schedule. Don't know if that's that's the original schedule, custom schedule, or what that is for that. It doesn't work out, but we'll have that as well. So, now move on to the Tulsa Drillers. So they start April 8th against Wichita, and so they'll have a 3-game series against Wichita, a 5 games. 5 games against Amarillo. 5 games. Well, make sure. 6 games against Springfield. 6 games against Corpus Christi. 6 games against Wichita, and after that. Then Frisco series, the Amarillo series, and Springfield series, San Antonio, Northwest Arkansas, Wichita, Midland, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, Springfield, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, Midland, Wichita, Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, still from August to September, and then Frisco. Frisco and Springfield. So the April 8th through the 10th is Wichita. April 12th through the 16th is Amarillo. April 10th through the 24th is Springfield. 26th through the 1st of May is Corpus Christi. Wichita again, the second series against Wichita, the May 3rd through May 8th. Then May 10th through May 15th is Frisco. And then the April 10th, May 17th through May 22nd will be, May 10th through the 15th is against Frisco. May 17th through the May 22nd will be Amarillo. May 24th through May 29th against Springfield. May 31st through June 5th, San Antonio. June 7th through the 12th, Northwest Arkansas. June 14th through the 19th, Wichita, and then June 21st through the 26th against Midland, and June 28th through July 3rd against July 4th against Northwest Arkansas, and then the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th against Northwest Arkansas. I'll explain why that's broken up. And then Springfield, July 12th through July 18th, and then July 18th to the 21st is All-Star break. July 22nd resumes the rest of the season against Wichita, and it ends on the 24th. And then 26th through the 31st against Arkansas, August 2nd through the 7th is against Northwest Arkansas Midland, the 9th through the 14th, Wichita 16th through the 21st, Arkansas 23rd through the 28th, Northwest Arkansas 30th through the 4th of September. Fresno is Frisco, September 6th through September 11th, and then Springfield the last week of the season, which is September 13th through the 18th. And yes, we are following in MLB The Show 22 the real-life schedule for Oklahoma State Dodgers and the Tulsa Drillers, and then a sort of some type of schedule for the Los Angeles Dodgers as well, since we're doing the Dodgers organization for franchise mode in MLB The Show 22 for my. If you're asking how did I get the Tulsa Drillers and Oklahoma State Dodgers schedule since the game has not been released yet, go into their website since it will be the real life schedule that we are using for both teams. So that's how I got the schedule for MLB The Show 22. Since they are using a real life schedule, I went and got the real life schedule from the website from Oklahoma State Dodgers website and the Tulsa Drillers website. The off days for the Tulsa Drillers are Mondays, except for All-Star break and one Tuesday, and I'll explain why. The off days are April 11th, 18th, and 25th, May 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th, June 6th, 13th, 20th, and 27th, for July, it's a little complicated for July. Simply because July, you're ending the series against Arkansas since it started at the end of June, June 20th, and the 30th is the first 3 games with being against Arkansas, and then the last 3 games, July 1st through July 3rd. And then you have a Northwest Arkansas game on the 4th, 5th having off, and then why are they breaking the series up with a date in between? I don't know why they're doing that. And then the remainder of the games are off on Monday, which will be the 11th and 25th, the 18th to the 21st being the All-Star break, so the All-Star game somewhere in there. And then in August, the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th, and then September 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. And 19th. Sometimes the 5th and the 12th are the regular season, and then the ends on September 18th against Rainfield. So the Oklahoma State Dodgers are off on Monday. It's set for July 4th. And September 26th. But the rest of the time they are off on Monday. It was a different day last year. I think it was a Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken, last year. This year it's Monday for both Tulsa and Oklahoma City. So, with the exception of July 4th. And I think the 26th for AAA. Yeah. September 26th, AAA is still going on. September 26th, the regular season is 4. But we will have the entire postseason for all of the organizations. Every postseason game will be played. Every postseason series will be played. Because we keep up with it this year. Alright. So we will actually be able to follow the exact on time this year. We have not been able to do that since I have started doing this from the Dodgers organization. Because the last year it came out later than the season started, with the exception of the AA. So it started before the game came out. And then the time before I was going to do it, and I got behind, and so I didn't do it. So that's all that. So again, the MLB Game of the Week are subject to change. Even the AAA showcase games, except for Oklahoma State and Tulsa games, are subject to change as far as what ones I will have as the showcase game. But again, so we'll see what happens, and with the season for MLB The Show 22, and I'm looking forward to having more MLB The Show content coming up on April 5th. So this is the last MLB The Show 22 video you'll see until the game releases April. This is the last MLB The Show 22 video you will see until the game releases. We will have one more week of MLB The Show 21 until we say goodbye to MLB The Show 21, which will do half Major League, half Minor League, moving into AA and AAA as well. Then we'll say goodbye to MLB The Show 21, to spring game as well that week as well, and then April 5th we will start the MLB The Show 22 stuff and do that until the end of the regular season and postseason for Major League, AAA, and AA. With Home Run Derby, All-Star Games, still, we will do all that on my channel. So, that's some other stuff that I will need to accomplish on my channel for that. Plus, the Road to the Show. I forgot Road to the Show will be done in order as well. So, you may see AAA started later if I get called up before the season ends. I may get stuck in AA for a while. I just don't know how quickly I'll get called up in my who I will be playing for and all that. So, will I choose my favorite team, or suggest I play for my favorite team, or I just let it be randomized? I think I'm gonna do it randomized. That way, it's all good there. So,